Hi, and welcome to Spiritual Alchemy Energy, the podcast. Not really, it's me, Julie. I am the host of Spiritual Alchemy Energy, the podcast, and no one's here yet tonight, so I might just share this out real quick. I already shared it. Let me see if I can share this too. Screw it. Okay. I am doing readings. I'm going to do a meditation. If anyone's game. So I'm just hanging out tonight. I know there's like a lot of other people going live right now. So I guess I'll just do some housekeeping. I just want, a lot happened this year. I met a lot of people through my work, had a lot of fun with you all. Just want to thank you, appreciate you all. There's a couple people I really, really want to express my gratitude towards. And that's Matthew Embray McLean. He is the shamanic happiness coach. This year, earlier this year, we did a series called "What the Bleep is Spirituality." So we worked on that in 2021. We brought it in to physical reality this year, and it was an 8-part series, and there were an abundance of participants that were panel guests, and we had audience members, and that was a lot of fun, and I hope to get to do things like that in the future. Hi Ronald. And then Matthew is really great. When I was leaving Reno, and him showing up, I appreciate you. Hi Stacy. So Matthew, love you, buddy. And Monique Rebel, she's an artist, she's an author, she lives in Reno. She's got this awesome property with this pond on it. We had a good time this last year, and she showed up. She was there for me, and so anyways, I just want to show her some love. I love you, Monique. Praying for you, girl. You guys want readings? I was gonna do this meditation thing, and I brought my drum out, but I'm not really happy with my drum right now. It doesn't sound right. It just does not. It doesn't sound right. I think it's the drumstick, and I'm hoping I have another drumstick that's packed up somewhere. So we're not doing that, but I have my tuning forks. So I'm feeling called to use my tuning forks tonight. So I'm gonna do that first. I pulled out 5 decks of cards tonight. So I don't know what I'm gonna ultimately be connected to tonight, but my dog hates the noise. So this frequency is for healing and removing cords and attachments from 2022. Anybody's watching and watches in the future. Let's transmute that to some higher frequencies. Yeah, my dog's hiding under the desk now. He hates it. Okay. I got my Saints and Angels cards. Hi, Maureen. Mystical Wisdom cards, and I got my weird, freaky Oracle of Mystical Moments. It's not one of my favorite decks, but I was called to pull it out. So let's. Oh, yeah. And then there's Joanne. Freaking Joanne. She starts my week off. Monday morning, I'm getting a call from Quebec. And then I'm like, it could be her. Maybe it's a bill collector, or maybe they want to extend my car warranty. So I listened to the messages. Freaking Joanne, don't be so freaking paranoid and pick up your phone. So, freaking Joanne. Okay. I got the Saints and Angels cards out, Ron. And I know you're going to want pictures. So, right off the bat, Ron, I'm feeling your this feeling is it's like, will this pain ever stop? I know it can. You have to make your mind up and this pain will stop. It will heal. So I'm feeling it. Porn. What? We don't need no stinking porn tonight. No. This is card porn if you're into that. I don't have any nasty cards, Joanne. Jeez. Okay, Ron, I told you I did a reading. I think it was on your show. That's another person. Thank you, Ron. He introduced me to some people, and he runs ERRT Radio. So there's a plug for you, Ron. Hi, Word. So, I told you you're going on a trip. There's some sort of trip you're going to go on. And I feel it's like towards, it's the northern East Coast somewhere. So just know that's, in the works for you. It's coming. And you need to have more confidence. Let's see. What area? This is a message of you need to be more confident in what is it? I'm having a hard time connecting with this energy, but it's a confidence in, I think it's like your abilities, but you have to, it is like you're a little bit resistant. There's a resistance there, and you got to let your guard down, and so that you're open to learn and you can build your confidence. That's what it is. Commitment. So you have to commit to that. So these two go together. You have to make a commitment to your personal development and growth, and let that guard down. Don't be so defensive, and it will flow. So there's that. Okay, who's next? Who's next? In a UFO? No, I don't think he might go in a UFO. Maybe we could call him. It's like, let's call him. Hello? Can you come get Ron? He's ready to go home. Oh, okay, Ward. Ward's next. Feeling called to do a different deck for Ward. Yeah, these. You're getting the fairy cards, Ward. Oh. right off the bat. This fell out, Ward. Everything's okay. This feels like work to me. So don't worry. It's all working out and in a beautiful way. So I feel like here's another card that fell out. You're going to have a new home. I don't even have to shuffle. These are just like freaking falling out. So, you're going to be moving, whether that's, and when I pulled this card, it felt like work, and there was something going on with your work. Like things are kind of like slow or stagnant. There's like some sort of transition going on. I I think it was like structurally in the company that you might have been working for, and potentially the position that you were in, you're kind of like you're not sure where you were going, so it's kind of like a little bit scary. You're kind of waiting to see what was going to happen. Thank you, Maureen. uh and this new home, so that may like carry, has the same connotation there, like not necessarily a new home, but a new home to like a new work home environment, placement sort of thing, if that makes sense. Let me pull one more card. I usually pull 3 cards. So, and I'm actually getting pulled to pull 5 for you, Ward. Okay, so I kind of felt that too. All right, this isn't really, you have a lot going on, Ward. So with this stuff, you kind of need to be a little patient. I feel like, it's the end of the year, obviously, it's the last day, but this has been dragging out, this transition at work, and it's not just affecting your work, it's affecting other aspects of your life too. And so I feel like you may have had a breakup, or you had a breakup a while back. So there's healing coming in for you. But look up, because your love life is going to improve through this emotional healing that work that you do. Okay? So, okay. Okay. I don't yeah. Well, Ward, the first card, everything's okay. Okay? Relationships take work. So I feel like it's really, you guys really need to come to the table and really, you know, communicate with one another. If you've already been there, you really need to assess moving on, you know, really taking a break. Um, so good luck. Hi, Chantel. Thanks for coming in. Happy 2023. um, these cards, I only use oracle cards. I do not use tarot cards. Not in my readings anyways. So where the rest of these cards go? These are not them. I got cards all over. Okay. No, Ron, these are oracle cards. These are old Doreen Virtue cards. So Yeah, this last year was a universal 6 year. The next year, I was going to talk about that. This next year is a universal 7 year. And so a lot of people are going to go inward to find the answers. They're going to be searching for a lot of answers. They're going to become more spiritual, um, not religious, more spiritual. They're going to be looking for deeper truth. They're going to connect more to their intuition this next year. Um, uh, I think it's going to be a lot of shadow work, ego work going on this next year. Because, with a 6 year in the relationship year, we're either finding true love or we're, breaking away from old relationships that aren't working out. And so then this year is kind of you know, like going inside and doing this, inventory. So yeah, it's all lessons, and damn, they give us good lessons, don't they? It hurts sometimes. I'm telling you, I'm like on the they threw me on the concrete this year and I'm screaming, Uncle, 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 Uncle. Like that's not the password. So um who's next? Who wants a reading? Thank you for allowing me to do a reading for you, Ward. That was kind of interesting. I wish you luck. Yeah, you'd get married once, and yeah. Okay, so I got my tried and true cards out. Mystical wisdom. Okay, Maureen. Okay, this is really interesting, Maureen. Okay, Joanne, I'll be right with you, baby. This is telling me a story, and this has the energy of like your work and your podcast combined. Um oh well, thank you, Maureen. This is cool for you allowing me to do this for you. Um so the first card I pulled was competition. Okay. Summons your courage and self-confidence. So I know you know who your competition is. Okay. And this work, you need to show your integrity. They may act shitty. You don't have to stoop to their level. You're better than that. You know, rise above that, you know. Um, so you have some memories, and I feel like you have these really cool memories of doing these really cool things. Okay. And this is telling me to tell you that you need, that fun that you had, you need to bring that onto your podcast, into your work. So think about those fun times that, I feel like you've done retreats, you did like maybe in person classes, and you really need to bring that energy into the online thing that you're doing. Okay. Um, and then legends. So learn from those who inspire you. So this is all the same message. So you need to go back to those, those mentors that you when you were going through your spiritual, like really doing the footwork and the grunt work and coming to who you are now. You need to, go back and pull from that and also bring that to what you're doing. So and in this whole process, you're gonna feel like the supercharged inspiration and like a reinvigorated passion for what you're doing. So um thank you for allowing me to read for you, Maureen. I hope that resonates with you. Okay, Joanne, mystical wisdom. Well, thank you. Woo! I'd love to hear that. Freaking spot on. Who am I reading for? Freaking don't be so paranoid and answer your phone. Oh my God. Okay. Joanne. Girlfriend. Hi, Elena. Okay. I'll be right with you. I got another person ahead of you. This is for Joanne. Self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. So you can look at the eye candy and the uniforms and you can play, but like it doesn't feel like you know what I mean. You need to like, because you're still here, you're still like in this stage still, and it's okay. you know you need a break. I'm sorry, you're in timeout still. You got some stuff to deal with, it. See, they're saying no more. You know what I'm talking about. We can go into detail that later on that. Okay, Elena? Excuse me, Joanne. Yes. Yes. There's still some heartache there. Yes. So you kind of still need that time out and all that. There's all that BS that's going on. You know what I'm talking about? The BS with the house, the BS with the property stuff. You just need time out, man, because I feel like you can't even freaking breathe. Okay. I think Chantel's next. Wait. No, Elena's next, and then Chantel. Elena. This is kind of weird. Let's see. Are you a new mother, Elena? It's like it says you need to let go and celebrate. I'm feeling like this movement of there's a child that's just been born, like that kind of feeling to this. Moving forward, get ready for positive change. I really feel like this is like it may not be a baby, and but it's like your baby. It could be a baby, but there I feel like there's been like this new birth of life essence. It really feels like a baby. New job. Okay. So this is really exciting. I'm like this is like a really good feeling. So I really feel good about this for you, Elena. And so this goes together. Self-reliance. So don't be afraid to fly solo. I don't know if you've got if this is like you have to do outside sales or something, or you're doing presentations. Um don't be like you're totally capable. You're super talented in this area. You just don't realize it. So don't, don't doubt yourself. You you are very capable in this position. Like have confidence in what you're doing. So, I really feel like you got another question there. Let me there's you've got a lingering question. Let me pull two more cards for you, Lena. Okay. Okay, so maybe you've been on vacation or you're going on vacation. And when you come back from vacation, there might be some confrontations. So pick your battles wisely. Okay. Um I kind of feel like you could be one of those people that like flies off the handle like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened. Oh, why did you do this? Why did you let this happen? And don't do that. Don't do that. You need to like count to 10, breathe, and then like go, how are we going to fix this? Okay. So you need to have that approach to there's something going on. I'm not sure, but just make a mental note of that. Okay, Chantel. Okay. Am I still here? I don't know what that is. Okay, Chantel. Opportunity knocks. Go for it. And this is kind of weird because when I pulled this card for you, it's not work, it's not your house. I'm like in this house, which I'm assuming is yours, and I'm kind of like looking outside and I'm looking down the street and I don't know what's there. I don't know what this means to you. This might have some meaning to you, but that's what this card is related to, if that makes sense to you. So I don't know if you've like were standing and like I really don't know how this is connected. Um, self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. I feel like this is baby daddy stuff, and oh, shit. I feel like this person's like um they haven't fulfilled their obligations, and they're not, and you saw this coming, and it really sucks, and that's why you have to be self-reliant. You already are. It's just this person's making it more difficult for you. I'm sorry. And you really need to take a vacation, because this is messing with you mentally, and it's getting to you physically. You I feel like you just want to freaking scream. I am so sorry, Chantel. Let's pull you some happy cards. There you go. New beginnings. It's the Phoenix. So this the situation, as always, is a washing machine. It's a lesson to help you through making you braver, more courageous. Funny you said that. I'll be brave and take a card. To carry on and, do what you have to do. So you already saw this shit coming. So listen to your intuition, because it's gonna serve you and your highest purpose the best. So that came out weird. So who else is here that would like a reading? By the way, I'd love your help. So if you like, share, and watch my future shows. I'm not always going to do free readings. I'm going to try to do free readings maybe once a month. So, unless, of course, I go on a different show. You're welcome, Chantel. Okay. Anybody else here that didn't get a reading that would like one? Oh my gosh. Elaine, I just read your message on the board here. I'm Irish, but I've mellowed. Okay. Hi, Virginia. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm telling you, I made some missteps, and I got, and here I am. I'm not in a good place, but here I am. I'm still alive. Okay. Your aunt comes in, and she's showing. I'm not. I'm not getting her like clearly, but I don't know what she's doing. This is Virginia. Uh, moving forward, get ready for positive change. So I feel like you kind of been through, you were going through all this like crap. It's just like it's not just one situation. It's been like a bunch of different things going on. And I really feel like things are gonna settle down and level out for you. And you need this. I don't know. I had an association with makeup. So for money, so you need to find a way to abundance. I don't know if you've gone into like selling makeup. I don't know. Or you need money to buy makeup. I don't know. It feels like something like Mary Kay or something like on the side. Um, it's kind of weird. Um, I don't know if I'm on with that or not. Celebrate and let go and have fun. You really deserve it. Like these last few months, I feel like they were really heavy for you, and um, it wasn't just like one thing. It was like the accumulation of all of this. You really I can't breathe, Virginia. You need to breathe. So you really you need to relax. You need to have fun. Go out to eat. That's why you need this money. And maybe oh my god. I don't know what that message was, but your aunt's over here. Makeup. Not you. Not you. It's like this. There's let me see what it is. I don't know. There's something you do. It's it's something you do. Um, it's one of your passions, Virginia. It's like the skill that you have, a talent. Um, you need to whatever this is, you need to do this. I don't know what this is. I'm feeling it in my heart. So that's why I think it's something that you're very passionate about. Um, that's your aunt. She's making like really she got her wings apparently. Hi Angela. So Virginia, I hope that helps you. Happy New Year. Um it's some talent or something and it's like very passionate. Makeup artist with the gift of readings. Yeah. Um, she's not into makeup, but like her aunt's like a really consistent person that will come and talk to me when Virginia comes in here. And her aunt's super funny and she's like she shows me stuff and this does not make sense, but then she showed me she's got wings, like these huge Pegasus wings. So just know she got her wings. Um and she's not up there watering plants anymore. She's not over there like tapping her fingers. Okay, Angela. Angela is part of the Paranormal Investigators of the South, the team that we do paranormal investigations. They're on location, and I remote view from wherever I'm at and go live with them to see what I can pick up and communicate with what's there or communicate with them to tell them what's there. So okay, Angela. She's not bored anymore. No, she's not watering plants. Oh my god. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, Angela, you got a unicorn here. You need to invite in the magic. Think the kids will go back to school and you need to take time for your magic. Thank you, Angela. Memories, cherished memories of loved ones. So it's a really good time to do this. Take time to do this. I really feel like um, you're not really grieving, but you really need to take time. Just like remember the good times, because when you do that, you can create memories now in the here and now and go, oh yeah, we used to do this and this and this and this and this. But it doesn't seem like you're creating those memories like you were. So you need to take time to do that. Okay. Maybe it's some more ghost hunts. We need a ghost hunt. That's right. This girl, like Angela, she's like, I don't think she's scared of anything. So I told her, I go over there to the elevator and tell me if you hear like voices coming up from the bottom of this elevator shaft. Sure enough, she stuck her hand in there and what the heck? Money, find a way to abundance. Um, if you're having trouble with money right now, what I'm getting is you have some things that are worth some money. Um, I'm not I'm not picking up like jewelry, anything like that. I feel like this is stuff outside. It needs to go. It needs to get purged, and it's a way for you to make extra money. To um. So if you feel called or you've been thinking about it, I think it's crossed your mind to do that. So please, do that. So 7 deadly sins. So I still feel like, you know, this has been a long time ago because I can't remember the last time I did a reading for you. Hi, Laura. It's still for Angela. So there was this cattiness thing going on outside of your house that I remember telling you about. And that's still really going on. Stand in your integrity. Don't antagonize them because we all, it's just a bunch of drama and it's really this I'm feeling it's really dark um and it's really nasty. Um Sage, cleanse, cut the cords there. Unless you really feel it's necessary to engage in this drama that's going on. It's not healthy for anyone. Okay. All right, Angela. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for coming in. Happy New Year. She's not afraid of much. And she got this cool picture. I don't know if she posted it anywhere or if it's posted on the Paranormal Investigators of the South Facebook page. But she caught this image of as a little boy, like it looked to me like Civil War era. So it was really cool. It was like clear as day. It was like no, there's no denying this looks like a little boy in this photo. So um it's really cool to like see what Angela, she'll get photos and audio from these investigations, and she'll send some of them to me and share them with me and go, what do you see? So it's a lot of fun. Okay, Angela. Laura, let's do a reading for you. Okay, Laura. Opportunity knocks. Go for it. So I feel like there's something that you have been working on um to facilitate it to come to fruition, and your work's going to pay off. So you you're waiting for an answer on it. So it looks like it's coming for you. So be prepared. Okay. So this one I feel like it's resilience. Okay. There's some turbulation going on in, I feel like this is with a partner. Okay. And you need to rise above this. Okay. It's kind of bumpy. All right. It's been very bumpy. It just you need to take a break. Okay. And also, I feel this is connected to this card, which is illusions. Okay. There's some illusions there. Okay. Embrace the truth. All right. So, and how I feel like this is coming through, how I'm getting this and how I'm interpreting it is we can create we create our own reality, right? And so when we enter into a new situation or meet somebody, we create what we want there, and it's not reality. And so that is what this message is for this card. Okay. Um, I hope that helps you. And it's human nature to do that. But now that you recognize what you do, you can you can um you can be a master over that. So you'll be able to catch yourself like, oh, look what I'm doing here. I'm like creating this, and it's like it's not real. So you'll be more in tune with that. I you'll have it'll you'll be able to develop that self mastery skill in order to it'll help you in life. So it's a good thing. Okay. Thank you, Laura. Happy New Year. Okay. Okay, cool. That if you want to check out that picture of the little boy that Angela caught during that investigation, It was at a medical building in Tennessee. Um, so I think that's like the title on it, maybe. But, anyways, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channels and to the Paranormal Investigators of the South. So hopefully in the next month or two, we'll be doing an investigation. I miss doing investigations. I haven't done one with them in a while. Um, yeah, I think you did watch that one, Ron. It was a medical building. Yeah, I invited people to come and try out their own psychic skills in that investigation. So, yeah, or their remote viewing skills. So, yeah, I think you did see that. Okay, anybody else? I have the Akashic Records open. So I use that in conjunction with my cards. I usually don't have the Akashic Records open when I do Reiki because it's just it's a lot of energy to do at like one time, but I do want to try it on somebody sometime. It'll be interesting. So if I don't think a lot of people realize what I do. Like I started out doing Reiki, and my all honesty, my Reiki teacher wasn't that great, which catapulted me to teach myself how to become psychic. And I did that through learning Reiki. And then I did some body work, which I didn't go into certified massage therapy, but I did craniosacral massage, which isn't really a massage because you're just lightly touching people like this. And I did reflexology and really connecting with people on an energetic level that way. Um, and then also doing Reiki. I would do hands-on Reiki, just light touch, and practicing my psychic scanning on bodies of people, and then implementing Louise Hayes and what she taught, and integrating that with the Reiki. And so it's just elevated. It's like taking it to the next level. And so I when I came back to this, when I moved back to this area, I connected with somebody and they have this book. It's called um, Metaphysical Anatomy. So I'm really interested. She's gonna like loan me this book because this goes even deeper than Louise Hayes. So um, it's just gonna take it to the next level for me, um, practicing with that. And so, and then I started doing distance Reiki, which that's where I went into doing remote viewing. And it was kind of just automatic for me to do that because it just happened in a Reiki session. And so now, I ask somebody a question. It's like, okay, is this person having like intestinal problems, stomach problems? And they'll say yes. So then I know I'm connected to that person. So someone contacted me on Christmas to do a Reiki session. I'm like, okay. So that's kind of what happened. And I ended up just writing it was like 2 or 3 pages long. I shared a little bit of it. It wasn't even a third of what I wrote. So now I go into these this is what's going on, like, because these emotions get stuck in the body and they're creating problems and with the organs and the systems and whatnot. And um so I'll come up with these scenarios that are connected to the emotions that are wreaking havoc in the body. So it's pretty cool. So if anybody wants to do a Reiki session with me, it's $75 for a session. I will do the pre-session assessment, do the whole session. I come out with notes, and then do post-session. So it's really interesting because, you know, when I was a client the first couple times, well, the first time I didn't get one. That's a long story. Second time I went and I had a session with someone and they gave me the sheet. And the sheets like to help me heal myself. And so that's basically in my notes what those notes are for. It's for my clients to go and do their own healing, to become more aware of themselves, to know themselves. So, um, on that note, this is the first leg of my spiritual um, journey, really, really tapping into it. And so I worked with healers and they're telling me this and that and this and that. And some, some of the stuff that was told to me wasn't completely true. The whole story wasn't there. And so it's really interesting. I just kind of went back and listened to the audio version of this. And I'm like, this is a piece of crap. Well, the last time I read it, I'm like, oh my God, this is brilliant. And now I'm like, oh my God, this is a piece of crap. But this is really good, like, to really understand maybe, you know, spiritual healing, energy healing, sound healing. I mean, careful who you work with too. Okay. Um, if I always challenge the people I work with, or I get mad at them and be like, "Ugh," but and I'd like write in my journal, oh my gosh, I had this experience. So but then that helps you too, because that's a trigger, and then you figure out why you have that trigger and then you heal it. Right. So second time I had it done, she pulled and pulled and pulled stuff out of my arms, were twitching from it, and I bawled and had no idea why. That it's because it's the emotions connected to it. And sometimes those cords go back to past lives too. So um I'm starting to see different things kind of like that I didn't see before when I do Reiki on people. The cords, I'm seeing cords, and I'm seeing like I actually saw recently, I saw a cord attached to an angel. It was actually attached to an angel, but this was a healing angel, and that cord served the purpose for healing this particular organ in this person. It was really cool. So there's that. And then like if you really go down the road of like doing this work, um and really tap into like getting psychic with it and seeing what's there, you'll see different things. A few years ago I worked with um he was a medical doctor that went into emotion code, body code. He became intuitive. He did animal healings too. And what he really, his thing was, he developed this other modality that was connected to the emotion code, body code work. and it had to do with like cutting cords and stuff, and he could see like different things. And so I'm at the point where I'm kind of doing that. And it's really interesting because I saw on in this person's sacral chakra, they had it was obviously this person had like childhood trauma there. Most likely, sexual trauma. And it looked like barnacles to me. And I'm like, what the heck is this? So it's like, and this last time that I was working on somebody, I actually called in my guides. I've heard people work like this. So I was performing surgery and I put my gloves on and like, because I when I was working on this person, I felt like I was getting like stuff on me. It's like, oh no, 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 no. We're suiting up. We're calling in help. And we're going in. And so I had to clean myself up and get suited up. Just like, oh, this got bad. So, which I should do in the inception of like doing a healing session. But anyways, anybody got questions? You guys want some Reiki for the next year? um so I do a one-on-one psychic development coaching. So if anybody wants to develop their psychic skills, um and I'm working with somebody right now doing John. I'm working with John. And so I'm originally, it's kind of funny because originally I was trying to get him to do the Reiki stuff because he does practice Reiki and he can do distance Reiki. So I'm trying to get him to work with his Reiki clients to do this psychic stuff. And he wasn't going for it. So now it's like, sorry, John, but um, I was in his shoes before this. So, we all are where we are at in this path. And so I knew he would come to his senses. And because we were trying to bring like all of this is channeling, and it's channeling energy and different frequencies. And so we got so far with doing like some channeling and bringing some of his friends in and doing like channeling there and doing remote viewing, and he wanted to bring somebody else, and I'm like, how about we go back to your Reiki? So I had a talk with him. It's like, you've got them right there. You can work on this right there. This doesn't happen. Like, you can't just walk into it and make it happen. You have to practice it. So I'm kind of like that person that will come up with different techniques and different tricks and um to help you develop your skills. um there's healing that goes on in that as well, um because it's all part of personal growth and development. While you're doing this work and learning your psychic skills, there's um other things do take place. It's like, I think I'm in a transition right now because I'm reflecting on a lot of stuff right now that is getting brought up to be healed. And so I'm not immune to it. I'm always going to be healing. Everyone's going to be always healing something. So, anyways, anybody want have a question? Want some cards pulled for a question? Did I just lose everyone? So just remember that in 2023, everyone's gonna want to do maybe psychic stuff or spiritual work. So I do that. Like, um, my Akashic records is good for people that are trying. They have questions about childhood trauma and want to go back and like have a different perspective from somebody. Um, okay. Oh, I got a troll. Look, Alice Divine or Elise Divine. We we gotta get rid of you. Oh, can you guys report her? I will block her, but I want to block her on my this person. She's not connected to me. So let's do Teresa. Let's do a card read for Teresa. Oh, she's on my Facebook. Yeah, she's making comments. She's gonna get deleted. Hold on, guys. I lost my pen. Oh, I can do it from here. Okay, where's she at? She's on here. God, I breathe heavy. Okay. She's on here. There we go. Thank you, Joanne. I don't have that function anymore, anyways. Okay. Teresa. She does accurate readings. We wish her well in 2023. Okay. Teresa, you need a vacation. Hey, this could still be that vacation that you're gonna take this next year, I think. And no, you need another vacation. You need like at least 4 days. Like, even though you might have been like on vacation, you need like downtime. Like, okay. And then this card came up. It's knowledge. Seek knowledge. So when like, to me, I'm feeling like this is like research, but it's research. Okay, yeah, you really like take time out. But this card, like when I pulled it, I feel like it's research, documents, research. Um, it's almost like you're following this trail. It um but it's fun for you. It it's really this strange thing and it feels good, but it's like this like you're you're doing this research project thing. And it's not little, it's kind of big, but it's like really cool. And I always get this influence of like I almost feel like this is somehow connected to your dad. Um or something like that. I yeah, yeah. Um I think you had like you saw something, you're like, what's this? What I feel like you saw a document and you're like you have something else to support that and maybe some other documents, but you're really curious about like because it's like okay, you kind of like okay, so but now it's like that question in your mind is like making you want to kind of like look into what's going on here. What is this? Um I I don't know what it is. But it feels like research. And then the third card, okay, Peacock, raise your standards. And I really think this is a joke. I really think this is a joke because this is about all of those reviews you're making. So go to better places, please. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna be drawn to do this. It's not like it's something that like you kind of saw this on some documents or something and you have a question about it, but this is going to take you on this like weird journey of doing this research and it almost feels like you're but it's not daunting and it's not it doesn't make you sad. It's just like, huh. It's just like this, huh. Wow. Okay. And then you kind of like go off in this but it's all connected. It's really cool. So, go seek out better, um, places to eat, to review. Um, that's funny. I think that was a joke. I think so. No. No, you didn't just put that card in there for her. Let's see. Okay. So that vacation, I really feel like you need, it's for healing. See, it's Archangel Raphael. And mind, body, and soul. So like you need to get a massage. You need like I'm seeing mud involved, like a mud massage or something, mud bath. And you can review those too. But it better be damn swanky. Mike who cheese Harry. Hey, I think I've seen that guy before. I think he's been a heckler before. I'm watching you. Yeah, I saw mud. So, yeah, relax. You like just It's been hard to get in touch with yourself lately, Teresa. So, because you've had to deal with so much, and you need self care. So, who's this Brad Wolf guy? Archangel Joanne. Isn't he a turtle? And he likes to eat pizza and he lives in a sewer. Donatello. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're not the Archangels. Okay, so what time is it? I've been on here a while. Okay, I've been on here. College next year, and then it's all going to happen. Oh, I was kind of feeling like the other shoe's gonna drop. Kind of feeling like, um, that's okay. Adjustments and transitions. You're welcome, Ronald. Adjustments and transitions, they're difficult. Change is difficult, but it's going to be a good thing for you. Actually, you're gonna like take pleasure in not having to deal with that. Like, is we love our children and all of that, but you know there's always that time. Yeah, yeah. Um, but it's like, oh, my babies are leaving. So, okay, guys. Anybody here that wants a reading that didn't get one, I'd be happy. Yes, you can get back to your glamour self. You haven't aged a day since high school. Oh my God. Since your junior year. Sassy and 17. I think I'll do. Let me see if I made notes there. I must have thrown my pen down there somewhere. Okay. I'm going to do. Yes, Virginia, we can. What's the best deck for that? I'm going to use this deck for that. I like this deck. Well, shit. I will have to get you another link, Joanne. So, Virginia, 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 Virginia. I think I'm going to throw that card out. But maybe it's for you. So I have to keep it in the deck. Okay. So the first card I pulled, I don't know how this relates to you. Virginia. So the first card is birthday. A significant birthday holds the answer to your question. Um Second card is love life. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. Okay. So the third card I got was ask for what you want. Okay. You need to be very specific with who you want this person to be. Like, if they're not in your life, let's put it that way. If they're not in your life and you want to manifest this person into your life, get very specific. Write this shit down. Like, no mustaches. No, like, characteristics, how, what you really want. Hey, Brad, you are so off my feed. Oh my God. Okay. Did you guys see Dora that came to Modesto? She was exploring here and she's got a backpack tech. Oh my God. Um, this Brad guy's got to go. What's his name? Yeah. Bye bye, Brad. Bye bye. Yeah, you got to get like very specific about this dude. Okay. Um, and whatever techniques you use to manifest, use those. Find new ones. Yeah, like what is he talking about? You should just use your star card so I can see Uranus. What is funny, Brad? Funny. Bye bye, Brad. You're gone. Manifest that dude. Let's get some more answers. Um, from a different deck. This is for Virginia. Oh man, your aunt's like over here now. He's like looking at me like this. Oh my God. Okay, legends. Learn from those who inspire you. Originality, blaze your own trail. So you have this specific way of um manifesting. It's you have this very specific way to manifest the things you want. And it's you have you do have different like things you do to manifest that. And so it's how I'm seeing it is like you need to put it all together and make it concentrated, like, you know, not diluted, and be very focused. Um one I don't know if you do this, but I'm really getting you need to visualize this. and being um, in the presence of that person so that you can really bring it into the physical reality. Um, but you do several things. So do all those things, but bring them all together at once, not like separate. Yeah, yeah. I've had trolls before. And it's like, you know, I watch other people on their shows when they do this kind of work. And um, I've reacted poorly, got triggered before. You know, I'm human. Oh. And it's like, this isn't for them. There's going to be trolls like that Brad character. And he's like made multiple because he's been a troll before. He's a recurring troll, same name. Um, he just reincarnates and comes back. But this, getting up and doing this kind of stuff and doing this work, um, or just getting up, like not getting a heckler, you're gonna get the extremes of love and hate. So you just, it's life. So, try to roll with it. It's not necessarily that they're jealous of my gifts or talents. They just have their own agenda. Um, whatever that might be. So anybody you want me to do a collective reading? I'm going to do a collective reading January, February, March. I'm going to do 3 months for the collective. People are having trouble right now. There are troubles like my own. So I feel you all. I feel you all. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but this is probably very, very true right now. So we're in Mercury retrograde, okay? And Mercury retrograde is like through January 12th, and we'll still kind of feel its little shadow after that. So, everything slows down in Mercury retrograde. Don't sign contracts, don't start new projects in Mercury retrograde. Don't it's not a good idea like entering into like a new contract, starting a new project because typically they don't work out. So wait until at least after January 12th. So this is not to give everyone gives Mercury retrograde a really bad rap, but once you go with the flow of this bitch, you learn to embrace her. So this is this card is sensuality. I usually interpret this as go with the flow. And this is go with the flow, let things happen. Self-reliant, don't be afraid to fly solo. So, and as we're going into the 7 year, everyone's going to become introverted and like searching for internal answers. So we're starting this year off already in that position with Mercury retrograde because it's a time to go reassess things, reevaluate, reflect on things, make new plans, just It's, it's a new year, 2023. So, what isn't working for you? Like, it's time to like purge that shit. Um, so I can leave the treadmill outside until mid-January. Noted. Um, just get rid of it. Just go for a walk. So, um, like the new year and Mercury retrograde are happening at the same time. So I think it's like a really good time to like, it's goal making time. But it's not just goal making time. It's how you're going, what are the steps that you're going to take to achieve those goals? And you have these other goals. Are they still in alignment with your life now? Are they going to like help you in some way this year? Or in the future? If they're not, you need to throw them out and like go, this is, maybe scale them down and like, this is what I'm going to do this year. This, you know, um, so we can reflect back to a year ago, 2021, coming into this year, and where were we then? Where are we now? What happened in this last year that, it might have been shitty or it might have been good. What did we learn from this year that we brought forward? So, um there was maybe some really good things that you want to adopt and bring into this next year, 2023. um I just want to burn this 2022 bitch down and be done with it, because this has been such a shitty last. The end of this year has been so freaking shitty for me. Um, so maybe one day I'll be really real about it. But right now, nah. Just know, like, I had like couple missteps and it totally messed up all my plans in my life. Like everything, just about everything in my life was touched. So I am starting from ground zero, and I'm still standing. I'm still here. Yeah, it was like, you could call this the worst year of my life too. So, um, but this right here, I love this. I love you guys. I love doing this work. If um And I'm so appreciative and so grateful that you guys come here and support me and allow me to do readings for you when I do free readings. Um, and so 2023 has got to be better. Everyone's probably going to go in their little cocoon, and we'll come out. We'll come out in a year. Like a year from now, we'll be going into an 8 year. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Like, we'll be going into an 8 year. So the number 8 is abundance. And it's abundance of everything. It's not just about money, it's about joy, it's about love. So this year's about going and internally and doing our internal work. So, you know, what did I write down earlier? It's not very profound, but what is within or in the shadows will be projected outward and brought into the light. So that's what's happening this year. And well, thank you, Joanne. Um, so we'll be bringing, I feel like we will be bringing more of who we are to the outside world, to allow like more, we just went through the 6 year of like communication and relationships, or this year we're kind of like opening up and we're going inside. We're going inside, but we're bringing it outward. And then 2024 is like total abundance. So it's not to say that we won't be abundant this year, because we'll make good strides in our stepping stones to our goals, all of us collectively. So let's pull some other freaking cards. Yeah, this self-reliance, yeah, it goes right there with that introverted crap. I'll be here for you guys. Maybe. It's like, are you serious? What's next? Like, really? It's like, you got this one thing and it messes up that thing. And then there's like 4 other things that go with that other thing. And it's like, and then there's more things. Just like, I'm setting fire on that. Be done with it. Get out of here, 2022. Go. Okay. Let's pull 3 cards right off the bat here. So, express your individuality. What was I just saying? Oh, I pulled 4 cards. So, new careers. So, some of you will be shifting your careers. I feel a lot of those will be more heart-based, more spiritual in a sense. It doesn't matter what you're doing. There's going to be a shift in the collective to be I'm hearing forgiving. Okay, forgiving, because we're all going through this. It's not just one person having this energy. We're all feeling it. So we need to say some really good things, affirmations. You can say bye 2022, fuck you, and just be yourself. So I hope I'm one of those lights that encourages you to be you and love you for who you are. And because you guys have done that for me. So thank you. It's time for my midlife crisis, and that is not cheap. Damn it. Let that go in and I can have some damn abundance. Huh. Play the horses, Teresa. I don't know if you play the horses. Go play the horses. I don't know why. Play the horses. Anybody have anything to say? Any questions? Any card pulls? I'll be happy to do them. I think someone might be making me dinner. I don't know. Brow lifts don't pay for themselves. You know, it's interesting about these damn things. Okay. Before I started plucking them, they were beautiful. Now you gotta like keep up on this shit. Then they turn gray. Okay. And you gotta pluck that shit. And then, you know, the whole point of these is to keep the damn soap and water out of your ear. Right? Yeah. Anyways. Oh my God. Who are you people? Okay. Okay. It's time for me to go, guys, because the troll dogs keep coming in. And troll dogs keep coming in. Can you order me some pizza? What is it? Okay. I don't know how they get here because, well, I do have a public page, but I can't for some reason. Yeah, it's okay. We're not ordering you pizza. Okay, really strange. Aliases. So, okay, guys. Um, love you all. I'll be praying for all of you. Pray for me. Um, I need to move and some other things. So I'm gonna have steak and potatoes, baby. I'm not having crappy old pizza. You go eat your pizza and beer, okay? Love you, love you all, and happy New Year. And we'll see you sometime next year. Bye.